Hey friend! Welcome to the Branding with Jade podcast. I'm Jade, also known as the Aussie Adventuress, and I left the high-flying corporate world to chase my dreams and build an online business. Now, my biggest passion is teaching you how to get paid to be yourself doing what you love. If you want my secrets on all things personal branding, marketing, entrepreneurship, and making money doing what you love, then lovely, you are in the right place. Let's go. Hello, and welcome to episode 22 of the Branding with Jade podcast. Now, this is definitely not the episode I had planned to do as episode 22. I wasn't even planning to do an episode this week. As you know, last week I was talking about how I was going to be in the Philippines and I was going to be taking a few weeks off from the podcast to just enjoy my time away and not bring my laptop with me and all of that kind of stuff. But things changed, and instead I'm still sitting at home in the Sunshine Coast because we sadly had to cancel our trip. So we got the message on Friday from our friends that the wedding was cancelled. The bride had got to Manila in the Philippines, but they weren't letting her get onto her connecting flight to Boracay Island, which is where the wedding was meant to be. And so they just kept her in the airport, and then in the end they sent her on a plane back to the UK because they decided they were shutting the borders and they're not letting any flights through from Manila to any of the other regions around, any of the other islands around the Philippines. And so basically we got the message to say the wedding was cancelled, and we thought, well, if they weren't going to be let in, then chances are we're not going to be let in either. So we've been trying to cancel our flights. We got the notification on Sunday that our internal flight was cancelled, but our flight from Brisbane to Manila was still allowed to go ahead. So obviously we didn't get on it. We're still trying to contact the airline to see what happens in terms of maybe getting refunds or getting to do the trip later on when everything calms down. But basically, we're not in the Philippines, and it's really a sad situation because we were really looking forward to it. We feel really sad for the bride and groom because they've obviously spent a lot of time and money planning the wedding, and to just have it all taken away from you because of this crazy virus is just so insane and such a difficult thing for us to navigate through, and it's happening all over the world. Countries are being shut down. I have lots of relatives in Italy. That's where my family originates from, and Italy is on lockdown. All my relatives are just stuck in their homes. They can't go out. They can't do anything. It's all just a little bit crazy, and it's really scary times because you don't know when this is all going to die down. We don't know if it's being blown up by the media and if it's just like, I don't know, I'm not some conspiracy theorist, but I still just don't know what to believe because I've read lots of different stories from both sides. Doctors saying it's not that much to worry about, other doctors saying it is, scientists, all of that kind of stuff. There's so many conflicting messages out there, and it's just very confusing times. But at the end of the day, if the governments say we can't travel, we can't do this, we can't go to work, then we basically have to listen. And so it's quite interesting times, and it's a lot for people to navigate through. It can cause a lot of fear, panic. We've seen the results of all the panic with like panic buying in Australia and around the world and stuff. So it's all a little bit crazy, very uncertain times. And I guess I just wanted to jump on and use my platform to talk about this because I think it's an important thing to talk about. It's something very real that's going on in the world at the moment. It's leaving people in fear, in panic, and just unsure about what to do. And I wanted to talk about it from a business perspective and how to go on when you are a business and you don't necessarily know what's going to happen. And I think like the reason I wanted to talk about this is because it's been a bit uncertain times, and there's a lot of people out there saying that if you're an online entrepreneur, you shouldn't be selling to people right now, and they're trying to make you feel guilty for selling at this time. And I just think that that's really bad advice. And obviously, be ethical about your methods of selling and don't try to force people into things, but that's just normal. Like, if you're selling at any time, you should always be ethical. You shouldn't use these fear and scare tactics and make people feel like they're never going to be able to work with you and all of that kind of stuff. Like, there's specific strategies to use, but using these fear-based tactics and preying on vulnerable people, I don't agree with. And I do feel like there's a fine line between some people's marketing strategies and other people's. But I think for the most part, the genuine people who are just trying to do good in this world and who see selling as an act of providing service and value to their audience, then I don't think that you should stop selling right now. In fact, I think it's more important than ever for you to show up in your business, for you to be the leader that your audience is looking for, because there's so much uncertainty out there. There's so much fear out there. And I think it's really important for the people that are looking for the voice to help them. They're looking for the people that they trust. They're looking for that guidance and support. And if you just suddenly drop off the face of the earth and start to feel guilty for showing up, then you're not doing your audience any service. And that is what we're all here for. We're here to serve our audiences. And I think now more than ever, it's important for us to show up. So that's why, even though I said I was going to take this 2 weeks off and be in the Philippines, I'm not in the Philippines, I'm at home, and I thought I could still take the time off because I said I was taking it off, but I thought, no, I feel called to show up. I need to show my audience that I'm here. I need to provide value and to help contribute to making people not feel so scared, and to let you all know that we are going to be okay. And I know that it's scary times, and I just think there's so many people out there that I follow, and if they weren't showing up right now, all I would have is the news and the scary media that everyone's circulating, and that's not what I want. That's not what I choose to fill my mind with, because that's not what I believe in. I am so appreciative for all the people that I follow on Instagram who are spreading love and light and positivity and reassurance and teaching you methods for how you can overcome this, and are collectively working together to do things like daily dance parties and EFT tapping and all of this stuff that helps you feel better and helps you to shift your energy, because right now mindset is so important to ensure that you can overcome this and you don't buy into these fear-based messages that are spreading all over the world. There's people that aren't doing the research, and they're just spreading fear and panic all around the globe. And I just think that we need to really be mindful about what we're feeding our minds, and we need to choose what we do with this time. A lot of people are being told to stay at home. It hasn't got to that point in Australia yet, but it looks like it could be going that way. I work at a restaurant. Our restaurant has been so quiet this week, to the point where we probably will have to shove for the fact that we don't have customers coming in. And it's not sustainable for the owners to be paying us or to be there when there's no one for us to serve. So it is scary times. And that's why my message right now is even more important about why you need to take control and why you need to be building an online business, because these are such uncertain times. The world as we know it is being completely flipped, and the safe, secure jobs that everyone thought they had may not be so safe and secure anymore. And this is why it's so important to use this time to educate yourself, to look for opportunities in this time. If you're spending 14 days at home in quarantine and isolation, instead of spending that feet just sitting there lounging about watching Netflix and stuff, use that time to learn a new skill. Use that time to figure out how you can start that dream business. And if you do have a business, don't feel guilty for showing up in your business right now. Your ideal clients need you more than ever. Like, think about what you can do. You are the beacon of light for them. You are the person that's going to bring them value instead of fear. You're the person that's going to give them guidance, support, and inspiration. And people are looking for those kind of leaders in this time. They're looking for people to lead them, to show them how to better their lives, to show them the opportunities, show them the way that they can change their lives too, because people are scared. People are uncertain about their jobs. They're uncertain about the income that they've got. And this is what is more to be worried about. I'm not concerned about contracting coronavirus and getting sick. I'm concerned about the economy and all the knock-on effects that it's having on small businesses, people around me. Like, there are so many small local businesses that we need to support. We should be going out until we're told not to here in Australia. We should be going out and supporting these local businesses so that they can stay afloat, because there's so many people that stand to lose so much more right now. And I think I can't even begin to comment on politics and all that kind of stuff because I don't understand it. But I just don't know what's really going on, and I don't have enough evidence to say what's going on. I don't know anyone that has the virus. My family in Italy is all on lockdown. They've all said that they're all okay and everything's fine. Like, so you just don't know. We only know what the media is telling us. And I know they do their best to report on what they're told, but sometimes you just have to question it. And I think if we just spend our time obsessing over that and everything that's out of our control, is just going to cause more panic and fear, when instead of obsessing over the stuff that's beyond our control, we should be focusing on our personal situation and what we can do to work with what we've got. Instead of seeing staying at home as a bad thing, and instead of fearing and obsessing over what's going to happen with your job and with your future and all of that kind of stuff, use the time as an opportunity to start learning a skill that you've been wanting to learn and you've been putting off. Use that time to create a daily routine that is going to be positive and help you achieve the goals that you desire. Take some time to meditate, to journal, to reflect on what's going on, and to just be with yourself, be in the moment, and really look within to see what it is that you want out of life. Use this time to understand and to grow and to look at different opportunities that you could work on, because you've probably got a niggling desire inside of you for something more, and you probably know that if you had the time, it's such a big excuse that people use all the time. I don't have the time. I'd start a business if I had the time, but I just don't have the time. I'm too busy with my job. I'm too busy with this. This is the perfect opportunity to spend the time learning how to start your online business, learning how to create the personal brand and how to show up online and to start connecting with people, start building your tribe, start sharing your story, start sharing your voice, and to really start making change in the world and being part of the people that are spreading love and positivity and change and encouraging change, rather than being part of the mass fear and hysteria, because it's all energy. And if we all bring a positive energy, if we lead with value, and if we show up authentically, if we talk about the issues, if we open up the conversation, then we're letting our ideal clients know that we're here for them. We're letting them know that we're here to support them and guide them. We're showing up more for them. Like, there's so many things you could be doing right now, creating free content, creating educational content, masterclasses, all that kind of stuff to show your audience you're here to support them. If you have this time off and you are a business owner, use the time to really connect with your audience and ask them what they need from you, how you can support them, show up for them. Be a guiding light that helps them through this time, but do not be afraid to sell, because right now they could need you more than ever. If there's all these people stuck at home wondering what they're going to do, they might be needing a coach that's going to teach them how to start an online business, how to build their personal brand, how to show up online and start to earn an income so they can support themselves and not be in fear of what's going to happen with their jobs. So in times of isolation, instead of sitting around doing nothing, look for the opportunity to invest in yourself, to learn, to grow, and to be there for your audience. Because really, it all comes down to mindset. And you really, in a time like this where you look on social media, you look on the news, everywhere you go, it's all just talk about coronavirus. I don't know. I was trying to avoid it. And then this thing with the Philippines happened. And then it's just everywhere now. It's just blown up like crazy. And you can't avoid it. Events are being cancelled. Everything is basically the world's on hold, and it's really crazy times. The world as we know it is just being completely shifted, and a lot of people have the opportunity to come out of this better than ever. You have the opportunity to take this moment and really work on the thing that you've been dying to work on. So use it. Use your platform, use your voice, spread your message and inspire people, because you have the power to do that. And even if you just touch one person with your message, it's so important. Even if you just share a story, like the powerful stories that are coming out of places like Italy. I don't know if you've seen the video of the people singing from their balconies and stuff, and the planes that are going out, and it's eerie, but at the same time it's really moving. It shows how the nation bands together. And I'm a little biased because I am Italian, but it just makes me so proud to see that they're not allowing this to make them crumble, that they are staying strong, and that they are doing what they have to come out of this stronger than ever. And we all have the power to do that as well. So instead of choosing to feed into the fear, choose what you direct your energy towards. Choose to direct energy into building your business, into showing up to serve your clients, into spreading positivity, into not feeling guilty. There is no way you need to feel guilty for showing up. And I don't know why people say that. Like, why should you stop your business? Nobody else is expected to stop their business because they work offline. And if people are being told to go home and work from home, the government's supporting them. So why should you have to stop your business because people are making you feel guilty? There is no need to feel guilty. If you are truly there to help people and to guide people, and in a time like this where there's so much uncertainty, you could be the exact answer that your ideal client is looking for. And if you're hiding away because you feel bad or because someone's made you feel guilty, then you're feeding into the wrong message. You're feeding into the fear. You're allowing the other people to win. And it's up to you to overcome that, to break through that limiting belief and to believe that you are here to serve. You are here to inspire. Your audience needs you. Your ideal client needs you. And it's up to you to show up, to serve them, to keep delivering, because we don't know how long these uncertain times are going to last. And if you just put your business on hold for that, then what's going to happen to you? And what's going to happen to your audience who really needs you? How are they going to make their lives better if they don't have you? That people look up to you, people are inspired by you, people need your message, people need your story, your experience. I say it all the time. The reason people will buy from you is because of you. So now more than ever, it is so important to show up and build your personal brand and to share your experiences and share your story. And even if you don't necessarily want to be as in your face with your selling, there's still ways you can show up and help your audience and continue running your business. So you just need to figure out what you're comfortable with, what you feel good about, but don't let the people out there make you feel guilty, because it's your business and you are here to serve your clients and they deserve to hear from you. Like, there are so many coaches that I look up to right now that I am so grateful for. And if they suddenly stopped selling and stopped trying to sell their products and stop showing up, it would mean that their live streams would end. It would mean that their emails would end. Their encouraging social media posts would end, because they'd be thinking, okay, I can't sell. But those inspiring posts actually help me. Those live streams that they do help me. They help me to feel inspired and to keep going and to realize that we're all going to be okay. And that's what's inspired me to show up today, to tell you that you're also going to be okay, and that you need to show up, and to encourage you to keep going with your business in this time, because the world does need you. And whatever you do is unique, and your unique position and message and values are so important. And so it really is so important for you to show up right now more than ever. Don't retreat, don't hold back, don't hide. This is your time to shine, to truly step into your light, and to become that brave, fearless, bold leader that you are meant to be, because that's what your audience needs right now. They need you to show up, to show up and to show that you're okay, because when they see that you're okay, they're going to realize that they can be okay as well. And so that's the ripple effect that we can bring about. We can spark the positive change. We can inspire people, and without buying into all the fear, without leading with the hysteria and stuff, we can show people that they can be okay as well, that there is opportunities out there for them, that not everything revolves around their unstable job and something that's uncertain for them right now, that we can help them and guide them into something else, something that they've always dreamed of but they've been too scared of because they were in a stable, comfortable position, and now they're uncomfortable, and now they're really needing that support and guidance more than ever to give them a solution to help them out of this scary situation. And if you can be the person to help them with that, then you are going to change people's lives. But the only way you can do that is if you continue to show up in your business, and if you continue to sell your products and show that you are here to guide and support and spread love and positivity. So the world needs you. The world needs your voice. So I didn't write any notes for this at all. I literally just started to talk and ramble, so I probably repeated myself a lot, but it's what I felt called to share today. I thought it was an important message. I thought that even though it seems like everything is stopping right now and the world is a bit crazy and it is very interesting and weird times, we will get through this. We will be okay, and there is always an opportunity that comes out of every situation. So it's just the way you look at the situation and interpret it, and how you choose to show up will cause a ripple effect to all the people that look up to you and get inspired by you. So choose to show up and use this time to really connect with your audience in a deeper way. Ask them what they need from you. Ask them how you can support them. Send them valuable emails. Like, one thing I plan to do is I really planned to put a lot of focus into teaching you all the different ways you could start an online business, because this is something I've done in the last few years. I've done a few different things. I've done influencer work. I've done affiliate marketing. I've done network marketing, courses, coaching, all of that kind of stuff. So there's so many different ways that you can earn an income online, and that is what I plan to do over the next few weeks. Is I plan to do a series to help people to understand that there is a way out, that you can earn an income online, and that you can start building that dream business and building your personal brand so that you can feel a bit more secure because you're in control. So you can look at your business now and think, what can I do to serve my audience? Maybe you have to shift and tweak things a little bit to serve them in a different way. But once you figure out what that way is, then don't hold back, because your audience needs that from you. So that's it from me for now. I hope that I've inspired you in some way. I hope that if you do have a business, that you continue to show up and serve your audience. And I hope that if you don't have a business and you somehow stumbled on this, then I hope that over the coming weeks and through my content over the coming weeks, I can teach you how to actually start your own one so that you can feel a bit more secure within yourself. So that is it from me today. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll be back again next week. Have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.